Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please?
The show starts
right here, right
This
now.
is a message to all the haters out there. If you don't like what I do, but you watch everything I'm doing, you're still a fan.
Wake up and you doubled in height. I hope when you eat, you gain a pound with every single bite. I hope you the first black person to catch lice. Hope no matter what you drinking, it tastes just like a McDonald's Sprite. I hope the worst, I hope you get bit by a tiger. I hope you drop your brand new iPhone in a hot ass fish fry. I hope the top half of your face just get lighter. I hope you get Will Smith face slapped by an MMA fight. I hope your left leg and your right leg switch. I hope soon as you get up out the shower, your whole body itch. I hope your top lip grow bigger than the bottom. I hope you run out of gas and when you walk to get some gas, they ain't got it. I hope your shoes shrink as soon as you buy them. I hope all of your...
What's going on, everybody? This is your main man, Smooth Baron, and you're tuned in to Hog HQ. Woo! Pig Sue! Wee! Go Hogs!
What?
So the intro tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You said it starts early. I was like, wait a minute, what the hell is this? What am I listening to? It's like, what is going on right now? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay.
It's gonna be that kind of evening.
Gotcha. I see you got the hat on early today.
Oh yeah, there's no point in switching hats tonight.
Fuck it. All right, look. Welcome, guys, to another episode of Hog HQ Live, brought to you by the Hog Talk Podcast. Now, as always, you know the motto: tell a friend and tell a friend. Like, subscribe, and share. Check us out on YouTube. We got a couple people already in the chat that's on the YouTube. Definitely hit the button. Make sure you get subscribed. Hit the bell so you get notified when we go live. That rhyme, I didn't try to do it, but it did. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get to it. I see you got the comments on the board. But before I do any of that, I got to introduce the guys. This gentleman right here, this is Adam. And this gentleman right here, this is Mr. Hart. And I am DP. So we're going to have a good live night tonight. We see when we start getting in the chat and start pre-gaming for this particular show, the comments were already rolling. So you guys are amped up and ready to let it spew out about how you feel about what we seen on Saturday and some other things. DB, checking us out on YouTube. Appreciate it. $500 a year check. Gotcha. Overall program from top to bottom. Sounds like something I said before. VHS to viral podcast. You seem to be new here. Hey, glad you checking us out. Thank you for checking us out. And we're going to make sure to check out your programming as well. Says Arkansas doesn't need another rebuild. It needs a proven power forward winner or Petrino. So you either way, what they say? 6, 7.
Don't
do it. Okay, bet. Leave it for the kids. Total collapse Saturday, and I was there in the rain and all. Mr. Taylor, I'm sorry for you. Tracy says Coach Petrino. Okay, gotcha. So it seems like you guys are going in already. Fire everyone, secretaries too. Damn. Savagery, man. Justin checking in. The saying of the night. Okay, they saying of yeah. Ryan, with LSU being open. Okay. Now who want to come here?
Here's the thing, though, is the people, let's be clear on this. With where Arkansas is right now, the people interviewing for that LSU job aren't the same people interviewing for the Arkansas job.
It's two different tiers.
So when Mark Stoops gets fired from Kentucky, when Jeff Levy gets fired from Mississippi State, we'll be interviewing those same coaches.
Yeah.
Let's not get this mixed up that we're going to be interviewing the same coaches as Florida, LSU, if Sark goes to the NFL, whatever. Yeah. Like that's not, we're going to be fighting with Mississippi State and Kentucky.
There you go. It's levels to this. And right now we're currently at that level. Look, we got a lot to get into. Tracy says Arkansas is the least desirable job in college football right now. I beg to differ, but it's definitely not a spot I would love to jump to. So with that being said, we're going to get into all of it. Y'all stay locked in. Make sure to hit the like button. Share this to somebody. Let them know it's going down tonight. We got some information for you guys to check out, and we're going to tap into some basketball. But before we do that, let's check in with a sponsor real quick. Y'all stay locked in. Let's do it.
Fall Saturdays, college football, fall Sundays, NFL. And with FanDuel, you can bet both like a pro. Whether you're stacking a same-game parlay on Arkansas or sweating a last-minute field goal in the NFL, FanDuel puts the power in your hands with live odds, quick bets, and easy cash outs. New customers even score bonus bets just for signing up. So if you bleed Cardinal red and ride with your favorite NFL squad, make every down count. FanDuel, make every moment more.
Right. So, guys and gals, as we're going to all get into these comments, I want to make sure to hear from you guys. If you have any comments, make sure to drop them in the chat. Hey, matter of fact, it seems like we got a couple new people in here, a lot of new people in here. Hey, hit in the comments where you from, where you watching it from. You know what I'm saying? If you in the state of Arkansas, what city you from? If you're outside the state, let us know. Just drop it in there. We'll go through it as we go. Comment from David. David always checking in with us. David says, how do people give Petrino credit for the offensive success, but then say the turnovers aren't his fault because he's not on the field? It's a great question.
You know, that's a lot. A lot of people use that same one for a lot of coaches. I heard that numerous times, or similar thoughts about Sam Pittman. Well, it's not his fault that they fumbled. It's not his fault that they threw the interception.
Right.
But it is his fault to get them prepared to not do those things.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah, got Trevin checking in from Cersei. One more time. You got it. Yeah. So VHS the Viral Podcast. We don't know why it's coming from that account, but hey, you checking in from BB. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Scott. Scott says Hunter needs to go. All caps now. It's interesting. It's interesting that he also hired Coach D, softball. Yeah.
No, he didn't.
He didn't. Who? Coach D?
Jeff Long, wouldn't it?
Jeff Long? You might have to Google that one. I'm not sure. Coach D ain't been here that long. We don't know about the women's basketball coach yet. He got rid of what I call him, Ned Flanders.
Yeah, she's been here since 2016. Jeff Long.
So we can't give him credit for that. Musselman?
That's Musselman brought basketball back.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Sam Pittman. I don't give him any credit for any of the track hires because they were already here.
This is correct.
Like the
baseball,
one, baseball
was
already here. I mean, you fired Mike Neighbors. It took too long.
Gotcha. Justin said we was definitely missing our body defense. Hey man. Hart was over there watching Versus last night and then tried to put it on me like, oh, DP was watching Versus. Now why would I be watching Versus as opposed to you watching Versus?
Well, I'm from Pine Bluff. I'm gonna bring the culture to the show.
From the bluff. From the bluff. All right, Ryan says Thurman, Arkansas.
Truman.
Oh, I just put an H in there. Gotcha. Truman, 12 miles from Jonesboro. Glad you said that, Ryan.
Hey, speaking of Memphis, let us know if you're going to the basketball game tomorrow.
Gotcha. Josh checking in from Benville. The safety net is Bobby. The safety net is Bobby. We said this last show, and we said at the end of the day, this is your last resort. If everybody that you actually hire and are interested in, and you strike out on those hires, then Bobby is your safety net. To me, it seems like you're settling, and we never really tried. So we definitely don't want to be in that position, but I feel it is getting near. I want to know from the people. Like I said, it was various comments from week to week. I heard get behind Bobby, make sure to get a defense coordinator next year. Hey, let's just go with Bobby, stick with it. He keeps the team together. The nucleus stays, the quarterback stays, KJ Jackson stays. And then we keep losing week after week after week by a score. Same thing Sam Pittman did. I'm just saying. It's
not his players.
Gotcha. It's not his okay. So how long does it take to flip a roster?
In the day and age with transfer portal, it should take 1 year.
Yeah, but see, you have to be who?
You have to have money.
And you got to be Lane Kiffin. Yeah, I mean, that's the situation where you do. USC did the same thing. So I don't know if this coach, Petrino, will ever get the resources that they said they didn't give Sam Pittman. It'll be interesting to see how that works out if it goes this way. Eric Gregory, Petrino is upgrade over Sam. Gotcha. But he needs to be a fallback option. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess my question to you, Eric, is this. It's kind of like you getting ready to go to prom, and then it's like the girl that you want to go with, but then it's like the one that you know is going to say yes regardless. Like, how do you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like saying if we could bring a top tier coach as a head coach and say, well, maybe Bobby will stay and be the offensive coordinator. This is not fantasy league on Madden. This is not. You can't make it happen like that.
His pride wouldn't let that happen.
There you go. Larry checking in from Bay, Arkansas. Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. Ty says Jimmy Sexton fixing to make some money off Lane. 81?
Of 81 million over 6 years or 8 years, something like that. It was like 13.6 million, 13.1 million per year. No national championship.
But
and you're going to make him the highest paid head coach.
But this is why I can't get upset when people talk about players leaving or they only play for money. Mm-hmm. I just don't understand that argument. It's hard to really go for that.
Well, and even like, with Mark Stoops potentially being on the hot seat at Kentucky, or it is, I think with his contract, he's actually due $30 million within 30 days of being terminated with his buyout. This is why you don't get lifetime contracts.
Correct. I'm missing some comments. Y'all flooding these comments. Okay, boom. Joseph from the Bluff. Okay, from the Bluff. You must know this man on the screen. Mm-hmm. Hold on. We need the Russian. Chris, who is the Russian?
Alex Golish.
Gotcha. All right.
Watch him end up at Florida.
It makes sense. You already know the grounds of recruiting. Wes checking us out from Cherokee Village.
Batesville.
Yeah, talking a little basketball. TV was clearly hurting yesterday. KJ. Oh, you talking about basketball?
TG.
Yeah, but it says TB.
I know. I'm just.
Gotcha. Thank you. KJ should have played yesterday.
You out.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. KJ should have played yesterday. At some point, you got to put these players on the field to see what you got. And I seen that comment from somebody else. David checking us out from Harrison. Tracy, I think the lack of turnovers from Taylor shows Bobby's success this far. Taylor is a turnover machine. That's why he is a college quarterback, not an NFL quarterback. But we appreciate him when he does well. Derek says, the only way we blame Petrino for the turnovers is leaving Green on the field. Damn, to throw the third pick. You got to stand.
But that was the dark horse Heisman candidate, right?
Gotcha. I see he's on one tonight. Gotcha. Oh, look who we have. If it isn't Mr. Buster, thank you for joining us.
As I live and breathe.
Been trying to get your complaining ass on here for the longest. I'm glad you jumped in. I gotta get you. So Bobby is not the guy, right?
Correct.
Quit huffing this nostalgia. Hunter sucks at fundraising. Get rid of him. Hunter has hired Muss, the gymnastics coach. He isn't responsible for Kyle. Fire him now.
It's not wrong.
Nothing wrong. I don't.
As an athletic director, you have to be a fundraiser. You
Correct.
have to know how to fundraise. He can't do it. He needs
Right.
to go. When the ship is sinking, leaders step up. Hunter Yurchek has not. He showed up to hand DMAC his commemorative number 5 jersey and to stand there for a photo op. He's out there tweeting for good lucks and congratulations, soccer team, for winning your 5th SEC title in the last 5 years. What else has he done? Nothing.
Oh, he made the video with Muss in the back, the remix.
Oh, yeah. Well, we need to make one with him.
There you go. Get your ass up out of here. Yeah, he won't be here in December. At the same time, speaking of all that, and Buster, I'm glad you're here. I want you to keep commenting. I want you to get it off your chest because people always got shit to say about you and how you respond in the group. Sometimes it goes far, but I understand your passion as a fan. So sometimes I appreciate you doing that and fighting for what you believe in. So keep going. The other side of it is trying to make transition with an athletic director as well as a head coach. It can be tough. We've been in a situation where we have a standing athletic director and then we hired a coach. That was not a good look.
Well, so yeah, and then that coach or that athletic director, she hired Chad Morris.
Exactly. So with that being said, if this is the route that we go with the AD being going and the head football coach and find a new head football coach, this has to be done in order. It has to be some structure to this situation to where it is done properly so we can have a standing athletic director, know what their morals, values, how they stand on business, what their relationships are, what they're going to do in regards to fundraising with NIL, and who they can bring in here with the connections they have previously. Tyson is Calipart. Yep. Hunter Yurchek just didn't have to wreck the car. He had the keys to. Absolutely. Jamie checking in. Thank you for checking in, Jamie. Jamie probably working tonight, but he checked in with us. I appreciate it. Honestly, I don't care who the new coach is, as long as we start winning and contenders for the national championship. Love them or hate them, need to start winning. Yeah.
I think this might be the next shirt that comes out.
Damn.
We're just going to go ahead and cross off Yurchek's name on there too.
There you go.
That might be the next petty shirt that comes out.
You got to make sure to post the shirts on here so people know where they can get them at too. He's not investing in Arkansas, says Scott. Miss Teresa, when's the queen, Miss Teresa? I am leaving in the morning to Memphis, so she's going to be at the game. Sure, taking some photo ops because y'all know Miss Teresa is VIP status. We know how she get down. My boy Michael Eason. When I tell you he has a secret affair for Bobby Petrino. Yeah, he just so thinks that he is the guy. Bobby is the head coach. Nobody coming. Damn. Look, tell me.
Now I will say though, with that is I believe that by default he will be the head coach.
Gotcha.
It's one of those that's how I think everything's just going to fall. It's not going to be because he's wanted.
No.
It's going to be because he's here and they struck out otherwise.
That is a failure on so many levels. Hart, what you about to say? Go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask the question, how much NIL do you think we need to be competitive to the liking of most fans?
In football?
Yes, in football.
In just NIL, because everybody gets the 20.5 for rev share, so we can't even include that's a measuring stick.
Mm-hmm.
I think you need 15 to 20 just to play ball.
I was told we paid 16 for our football team this year, and we paid 30. Hold on, but look here, get this one. Guess how much we paid for our basketball team?
More than that?
No, 13.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, but does that 13 include the 10 mil or the 5 mil from Tyson, or is that on top of?
That is total. 13 is total.
So
what we're doing.
8 on top of his 5.
Yeah.
Checks and balances. Yeah. I mean, I can't make an excuse. I ain't got nothing on it. It is what it is. Checking in from Leesville, Louisiana. So the shirt, go ahead and do it. Give me the shirt. Yeah, tpublic.com, user Hog Talk. That's where you would go to find a shirt. At some point, he is going to put the shirt on the screen so you can see it. I know damn well he didn't make the shirt. Okay. I thought you made that shirt.
No, I haven't made it. I haven't made it yet.
Well, you cold
By
blooded.
the end of the show, it's very possible that shirt will be online, and it's very possible that by tomorrow morning I will have an email or something from the director of licensing.
Yeah, because he got sent you an email about putting the word Arkansas.
Yeah,
and red lettering on the shirt. Yeah,
mediocrity shirts, couch coach. But the heavy hitters right now are the petty ones, and Hog's Gonna Hog, and our logo shirts. And
yeah. So once again, if you are interested in that shirt, he is going to put the link on the screen. You can tap that in, take a picture of it, go back to it, and check it out. And it also shows how much the shirts are going for. They're also on the discounted rate.
And then also, while we're sitting here at it too, you can keep on. I was just going to throw up our QR code too. People can,
there you go. And then you
screenshot and go to our YouTube page if you're not already there.
Joey says, hire Bobby. So we hire Bobby. We got to go get a defense coordinator. Do we want Ed Orgeron? Is this the thing we're doing again?
But here's the thing: is like because last episode or last show, Hog Talk, there's a lot of people too. It's like keep Bobby, hire Bobby, so he can go hire his people. So hire a defensive coordinator. Keep Bobby and hire a defensive coordinator. When has Bobby Petrino ever had a defensive coordinator?
Never.
He didn't when he was here before. We just had an okay defense. I mean, if you look at, I think that 2010 or 2011 team, there were 16 players on that roster that ended up in the NFL. 16. It's one of those that and this is the thing too. If people will go back and take off the Razorback glasses, the Razorback blinders for a minute. On Hog Talk, I posted the video from the coaches pod of Mitch Mustaine talking about when Bobby was here the first time. And a lot of people were in the comments in their feels because it was Mitch Mustaine talking about Arkansas.
Yeah.
But he said a valid point was that, number one, you could get every top recruit in the state of Arkansas, and this was back in the Saban era, you're not going to be half of what Alabama puts on the field.
Correct.
So what did Bobby Petrino go do? He went and got players that were faster than everybody else. And in turn, that worked back then. They weren't all Arkansas players or from the state of Arkansas, but we didn't have a defense then. He didn't have a defense at Louisville. If you look at his last tenure at Louisville, it was 8-4, 9-3, 8-4, 9-3, 2-8. Todd Grantham was his coordinator for 3 seasons. I believe he went through 3 coordinators in 4 or 5 years. That's how it would be here. He would spend the money or whatever money on offense. You got to think about it. He's the offensive coordinator no matter who's here as the offensive coordinator.
Correct.
And nothing has ever shown that he is going to go hire a defensive coordinator. So everybody throwing out there like, oh, just go hire a coordinator. What has ever shown you that that's going to happen?
This is the thing. In an ideal world, in the world of delusion, if this happens, this would work for most people's favor. But we haven't seen it yet in his tenure at any university. So I definitely get it. Definitely got a question here from Traven asking, what do you guys think about the Memphis head coach? We did talk about him, 2 shows ago?
He lost to Alex Mortensen, interim coach at UAB 2 weeks ago. And this week he beat Golden or Golish at South Florida. So he's way down on my list.
It's a up and coming name that looked attractive because they beat us and they were ranked and whatever else. I mean, it's one thing that I wouldn't be necessarily like mad at it by any means because I think that from top to bottom we need completely new. So I would welcome it because it would be a change, but at the same time, I mean, it is what it is with them. Stroke of bad luck the past 2 games, but it's one of those that there's been multiple teams that have lost to interim coaches over the last couple of weeks. Shout out to UCLA and whoever, they beat beforehand, whatever, but it's no big deal.
There you go.
We're also not, I know that Silverfield's name has been thrown out there on some clickbait articles too. So, is what it is.
Who, any chance you know who published the article?
Not Sports Illustrated.
Oh.
I think that's the words of Sam Pittman.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, that's not Sports Illustrated. That's not Sports Illustrated. Blyville. Matt checking in from Blyville and probably going to try to go to the Memphis game. Awesome. Eric checking in from Clarksville. Mr. Reese's in Maumelle. Charles says Jeff Long hired Cordy. Yep. So as much as we don't like him and the way that he screwed up the dang on program.
Jeff Long also hired Les Miles at Kansas, and we all remember how that turned out.
Oh, that's when he was eating grass and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy work. All
And
right,
he got
Scott
in trouble for having Snoop Dogg.
Scott C checking in from Southeast Oklahoma. We have two great high school players here. One has signed with Utah already.
And look what Utah does.
Yeah, they balling.
Mm-hmm.
They balling with the late night games. Chris checking in from Malvern. Shout out to the Leopards. Y'all getting ready to play Arkadelphia, Chris. Let me know what you're thinking about that game. Because my boy Teron, he not gonna let it go. Every year he brings up that Malvern and Arkadelphia play each other. The offense rode that 2012 motorcycle yesterday. Yeah.
Hey, we haven't even gotten into the SEC roundup yet.
I know. Let's go ahead and get into it. It's so many comments. I'll make sure I get everybody. Let me go ahead and mark this comment.
Mark that one.
Yeah, we'll mark that one. Let's go ahead and get these SEC scores, man, because y'all going in tonight. All right, so we're looking at Week 9 scores. Once again, Texas A&M put a throttling on LSU.
Hey, I noticed something that was pointed out in a social media post that I saw, but when Brian Kelly got to LSU, he fired their strength and conditioning coach that had been there for like 3 decades. That strength and conditioning coach went to A&M. And the last 2 seasons, A&M has put it on LSU.
Oh.
This is proof in the pudding that strength and conditioning coaches matter more than just putting out he runs 21 miles an hour on social media.
Yeah, that's what we do. And then we see him chase a dude down who doesn't run 21 miles per hour.
Right.
Anyway, moving on. Texas A&M doing a thing. They're number 3 in the nation right now. LSU is trash. I have no idea what's going on. Proof's in the pudding. Absolutely. Then we got Bama and South Carolina. Dude, South Carolina almost won this game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The fans are in the crowd just about to rush the field.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bama hit the road tide roll on their ass and go ahead and beat them.
And I would say there's, we're all in here, FBI investigating NBA players and whatnot. The SEC refs need to be investigated because there are some terrible calls in the Alabama game and I believe the Mizzou Vanderbilt game. Like something is going on.
The Auburn Georgia game as well. Moving on. So we had Ole Miss, your boy Lane Kiffin, and OU, Brett Venables. That was a good game. That was a good back and forth game. Ole Miss did what it do. I know you enjoyed when your boy was talking smack to the OU player at the end of the game.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing: is don't come at Lane Kiffin.
Yeah. He with the shit, no doubt about it. All right. Then you have Missouri and Vanderbilt.
Mm-hmm.
We all picked Vanderbilt in the pick 'em.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping this Missouri team shows up against Arkansas. At some point, I'm tired of losing to the same couple teams like A&M and Missouri. Like, it's got to stop at some point.
They may have lost their quarterback, too, Missouri.
Yeah, both. Yeah. But what does that mean, Hart?
Nothing to Arkansas. We just lost
we'll probably lose if we go against a backup.
Yeah. We had one quarterback who carried a 400-pound man to a fucking first down. Memphis.
Then we had Chambliss at Ole Miss or Chandler, whatever his name is. He looked like Heisman. And then this week.
Yeah. We probably got better luck against the starter than we do the backup. Any interest in Mike Gundy? Hell no. Bobby already has a job, Cody. Okay. All right. You may not be wrong. Got it. Moving on. So Tennessee and Kentucky. Tennessee put so many points on the board every single week.
Mm-hmm.
And the week they played Arkansas was the least amount of points they scored.
Maybe that means we have a good defense.
No. I tell you all the time. I remember when it was a spring game and it was like it was a private spring game, Arkansas, and it was like Casey Dick threw for 5 touchdowns and 500 yards. I said, that don't mean he good. That mean our defense is fucking trash.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that means. All right. Moving on. Texas. Okay, Arch Manning looked like Arch Manning this time, like the people who thought he would be.
Didn't he get hurt in the overtime?
He did get hurt. Yeah, the first play of it, so he didn't have to return. But they came back from 17 down the fourth quarter because I thought Mississippi State had it wrapped up.
Right.
Yeah, there's a video on Barstool of because Brandon Walker, one of their dudes, is a Mississippi State guy, and it was as the game went on, his mood got worse and worse and worse to the point of like near tears.
Gotcha. And then of course we also know about we helped Hugh Freeze keep his job for another week. We lose to Auburn after having a lead at halftime. Now this week we actually have the SEC standings. Now because we don't have an East and a West, it just goes in the order of wins and losses. Once again, Texas A&M is leading the SEC. Alabama in second. Ole Miss, Georgia, Vanderbilt. Did you ever think you would see that?
They'll be in the top 10, or if they're not already. Didn't the polls come out today?
Should. Texas, Tennessee, Mizzou, Oklahoma, Florida, LSU, Auburn, South Carolina. I still haven't said Arkansas yet. Mississippi State, Arkansas. We are 0-4 in SEC play.
Yep. Vanderbilt's number 9 in the country.
Damn.
Georgia Tech is number 8.
Okay, I'm glad you mentioned it. I think we're in a different. We had a paradigm shift. Like
I think we're in a different timeline.
There you go. The Matrix. It's something to it. I'm like, how are the smart schools football schools?
Mm-hmm. You got Indiana number 2.
Yep.
Let's go. Let's just run down the list. You got Ohio State, Indiana, A&M, Alabama, Georgia, Oregon, Ole Miss, Georgia Tech, Vanderbilt, Miami, BYU.
BYU, the Mormon school.
Mm-hmm. And then Notre Dame, Texas Tech, Tennessee, Virginia, Louisville, Cincinnati, Oklahoma, Missouri, Texas, Michigan, Houston, USC, Utah, and Memphis.
Not Arkansas. Gotcha. This is rough. This is hard to look at on paper, on screen.
And I know Porter asked this on Hog Talk in the last, so is Arkansas at the same level or worse than when Chad Morris was here? Or where do you gauge it on the Chad Morris scale?
I say we have less talent, but
I think it's
a better program.
I think we're in a better spot because we're not a national laughing stock like we were under Chad Morris.
Yeah. We could always go back to you, boy. Smile. Smile. Yeah, we can always
go back and and this is where honestly, you got to coaching goes a long ways. Correct. Because you go back and look at that roster that John L. Smith had for them to only win 4 games that year or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those, but I don't know.
Gotcha. All right.
At least Club Dub's gone. So.
Club Dub, dude, the lights were flickering. They were jumping up and down.
Maybe I should put Club Dub on a shirt.
I think somebody will call you about that.
Probably.
Yeah. Somehow, some way. But that is the standards for the SEC. This is going to be interesting to see what the next couple of weeks look like, how the SEC is forming up versus other conferences. It's some interesting games going on, some interesting competition going on within certain conferences. So it looks like Ohio State may go undefeated is what I'm looking at as of right now.
And then lose the national championship.
That's very possible, depending on who they play.
Indeed.
Comment from Michael Jones. Michael Jones says, too many openings to get a proven coach in Fayetteville. Keep in mind, Texas might be looking for a coach at the end of the season. Adam, you spoke about that. Possible Sark looking at NFL having interest.
There was one report that came out that there was NFL interest, and then Jimmy Sexton and his other agent, because I guess when you're big time, you have 2 agents. They said that wasn't true, but at the same time, we all know at the end of the day, money talks, and Jimmy Sexton will do whatever to get his people the most money possible. If Sark leaves and it opens up again, Texas is one of those jobs that whoever's interviewing for that job is not interviewing at Arkansas.
Not the same people.
Then I think you would have to worry about, let's say Texas opened up. You have Florida that's opened. You have LSU that's opened. You have Ole Miss that's reportedly going to pay Lane Kiffin $81 million. Say one of those other schools wanted to go even higher, whether it's Texas, whether it's Florida. Say Lane left. Well, then you got Ole Miss open. There's a whole domino effect.
Domino effect, right.
Yep. That's on the way here. But again, those job openings aren't the same coaches what Arkansas would be getting.
Everybody in the comments, I'm not familiar. If you are not familiar with Hog HQ, the Facebook page, please go over there and send a request to get on, because a lot of conversation that we're having is happening in this group. And I made a post a while back, and I said, once we fired Pittman, I said Arkansas better hope that some of these big-time, top-tier, prestigious programs do not fire their coach. You can't compete with Florida. You can't compete with Texas. You just don't. You don't have the cachet. You don't have the revenue. You don't have the finances. You don't have the relationships. You don't have the exposure that is needed to get top-tier recruits. You don't have
the testicular fortitude.
There you go. Drop them nuts. All that. Let's go ahead and get with Joey and his comment real quick. Joey said, hire Bobby. He demands perfection. Don't question his OC. Hire the DC from Auburn.
The one he worked with at Texas A&M, that was just a whole chess match between them two.
Correct. And it seems like he won because he got the boy to throw the picks. Biden the roster from the portal. Yeah. 1-year contract, no buy with performance incentives for 8+ wins and major buyout.
All coaching contracts need to be incentive based.
They do.
And at this point, with the transfer portal and everything else, I think 3 years is your max. Like, if you don't sniff the playoffs within that 3-year period, if you're not in the conversation of the playoffs in that 3-year period, you need to go.
Gotcha.
And some people may not like that, but in this day and age with roster turnover like it is and the transfer portal and all this stuff, if you can't, and like I said, you don't have to make the 12-team playoff, but if you're not even in the conversation, why are you here?
Yeah, if you're not in the conversation to compete for the championship of your conference, we wasting payroll at this point. Sam Pittman's culture of I don't know, and the 1-score losses is the variable that Petrino hasn't had a full chance to change what possibly new staff comes. With new staff changes. We hope so. We hope that if we give him a full year, he's given what he needs. This is the thing I think about. I'm gonna go with this narrative that is on the screen. If you keep Petrino, but you still get rid of Hunter Yurachek, will the athletic director be satisfied with who you currently have at that position? Which means,
I think he would, leave it because he's not going to come in and shake up things. But those coaches are on a short leash, especially if that athletic director has his guy.
Correct.
If anything, like if I'm, and I talked about this on Hog Talk, if I'm one of the donors, if I'm a board member, if whatever it may be, if I was John Tyson, and yes, it's easy to spend other people's money. I get that. I don't need to hear it.
Right.
But anyway, I would sit there and be like, hey, guess what? I will pull a John Tyson in what he did to bring Calipari here. I will do the same for football, but Hunter Yurachek has to go. Guarantee you Hunter Yurachek would be gone in a heartbeat.
Correct.
Dude doesn't want to be here.
Correct.
Let him go. Board of trustees, let him go.
Yep. Comment for you. He did a hat change on the other podcast earlier. Is this one specific to this podcast with y'all too?
I don't wear this one on Hog Talk because I get a little bit more salty over here. But I was wearing this one for half the show, and then I was wearing this one for the second half of the show. Sometimes, wear sponsor hats to shout them out. So, anybody, we need a new show sponsor, have at it. But no, when the Petty AF hat is on, says what it means.
Yeah, my boy is going full throttle with it. All right, writing with a comment. Sexton is calling LSU already. Kiffin may get a better offer.
I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. It's wild to think that Lane Kiffin is going to be the highest paid college football head coach with no national title. I mean, you got to think that then Kirby's going to turn to Georgia and be like, hey, I need more money.
There you go. That may be talking to me too. Elmer, Bud Pucker. Make sure I say that properly. You gotta take it. You gotta take your time. We mess around and have a Floridian slip. Arkansas football is 14-48 in the SEC games since Hunter Yurachek arrived.
Not wrong.
Not wrong at all. Chris for checking in from Pine Bluff, baby. Ty still in here. Ty says, but wait, Petrino is the quarterback guru. Yeah, we just let go of the offensive line guru. Tell me about it. Elmer with another comment saying, Lashley Summerall and Golish have made the most sense from the beginning. They'll probably have to overpay to land one now with all the openings. Absolutely.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
There you go. That's how it goes. And somehow, some way, Arkansas is going to try to negotiate and say, we're not willing to pay that type of money to bring in somebody knowing we got to pay somebody else not to come.
That's why they'll settle with Bobby and pay him $7 million, because we do things on a discount in Arkansas.
What's it called?
Blue Light Special.
There you go. There you go. Blue Light Special. They're Louis Vuitton. We got Blue Light Special. Great value. Kevin would have come. LSU hired an Arkansas tier coach. Now he's gone. We will hire him next. No way.
But the funny part is, it's kind of like the people that were shitting on James Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
He's done more than here.
Yep.
But we all don't want it. Yeah, I'm just kind of, Brian Kelly's the same way. He's done more than here.
Yeah.
But we all don't. I'm not saying I'm advocating for Brian Kelly, because I don't need to see what accent he comes up with for his press conference here. But it's saying the cringy dance videos and whatnot. Like,
yeah.
That needs to go. But at the same time, it's better than what we've had.
Jamie Tillwell said he want to spin the block. He said he want to recycle coaches again, but use Houston Nutt as the athletic director. I get it. It's a good feel. It's nostalgic.
Just pay him to be an ambassador for the program.
That's it. That's what other schools do. He doesn't have to be the athletic director. Let's find somebody who really knows business in that regard.
Bruce Pearl's still an ambassador for Auburn, so he can collect a paycheck from him.
There you go.
And Spurrier doing it still with Florida.
Yeah.
Tracy said the Must Buzz video changed my perspective on Hunter Yurachek. He has to go. You're not wrong.
It only takes one video.
Not the only one.
Mm-hmm.
Ask Kim Kardashian.
So I said DP could be the bus driver. Why the fuck y'all be the bus driver? I don't understand. What time you on one tonight? You on one tonight. I won't get you too heavy. That's where he lost me, Tracy. Yeah, talking about that Must Bus video. Yeah. He held the football team back, needs to go. All right, Tracy, one more time. I remember last year Hunter Yurachek was mentioned to take over after Greg Sankey leaves in 28. How quickly the tide turns. He was supposed to be going to South Carolina at one point.
And there's rumors of a official permanent college football playoff staff that he's biting for. So
doesn't this remind you of what's your boy name that's at TCU?
Kendall Browse.
Flirting with somebody every single season.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden it was too much, so y'all wanted to get rid of him. You can go ahead and get yourself out of here, Hunter Yurachek. At this point, we need a whole change up, top to bottom. It has to happen. If we do what we're doing right now, Petrino is not in my eyes. I understand people who love Petrino, love the high-powered offense. I get it.
Is he bringing Lamar Jackson with him?
Hell no. And this is the thing. He has never had a legitimate defense. This is one, right? Two, the other side of it is he isn't a person who is going to do an overall change for the program. He's just going to call the plays to be the head coach. In my perspective, I feel that we need an overhaul, like somebody who understands how 2025 and up is going to be in regards to college football, the game day experience, the college recruiting experience, the hog walk, like all these things that are important that we see at other universities, new jerseys, innovative jerseys, things that matter to people who are 17, 18, and hell, even transfer portal players age. Those things matter. All right?
You even look at college basketball. There's with transfer portal, with NIL, now with Louisville signing a guy out of the G League who's played 2 to 3 years in the G League.
I've seen that.
But you got coaches like Kelvin Sampson and Tom Izzo and John Calipari that are coming out like against this being able to happen.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like the rules that are happening in college sports, the things that are changing, NIL, transfer portal, how old a player can be to play in college, whatever, this is running off the coaches, the older style of coaches. So, yeah, even the younger, even like Dabo Swinney, he hasn't conformed to transfer portal and NIL. He's openly talked about being against it.
Right.
You ran off Nick Saban.
Yep.
You have 3 of your best coaches in college basketball speaking out against these rules and whatnot. Like you have to bring in a new generation of coach, or a coach that's willing to embrace it, like a Lane Kiffin who understands the transfer portal, understands what these players are getting paid, and not have an athletic director that just boasts about having the first collective that actually is advocating for this collective and for NIL. And, it's one of those things, either shape up or ship out.
There you go. Hart, I want to ask you a question. Mr. Bloodline with a comment. Check this out on YouTube. This is a great comment for me here. Hire Bobby for 1 or 2 season deal. See, he got stipulations. I like this. Then fire Hunter. Okay, not against it. Then let the new AD find the new head coach for the next 5 years. Hart, what's your thoughts on that?
Adam, you got it ready? The clip.
No, hang on. Yes.
Oh,
It's time for some hog news.
We're getting it early tonight.
Yeah, well, everybody keeps talking about what if, and all that stuff. I got a text about 30 minutes before the show that it sounds like our athletic director may not be here, possibly as soon as this week.
Wait. I just want to confirm what you just said. Now, for the people who are new here, this is the Hog News segment. This is the part of the show where Hart comes in with some intel that he is privy to, and he drops knowledge on this show. We only drop it on the show. So if you watched it, you know what Hog News is. But you telling me it's a very much possibility that Hunter Yurachek may be gone within a week?
It's what it sounds like according to the text. I mean, of course, it's fluid, and you never know how things can flow, but it looks like we could be in another situation without or with an interim AD and an interim coach.
As long as it's not Remy Cofield. I mean, what has he done since he's been here as a GM?
Yeah.
See, the person who asked earlier about the hat, that's
why.
That's why. That's why, because he paid it like that. It is what it is, but he's speaking facts. I need us to have a sense of urgency. We talked about this last week, talked about how other schools are enticing coaches to come to there for their vacancies, i.e. Virginia Tech, talking about the renovations they're going to make to the facilities, et cetera, what they're going to have in rev share, what they can have in NIL, things that would entice a coach to come there. I need Arkansas to get on board and have a plan. Have a resume available to say, this is what we're looking at to have the future of our program going forward. This is what we're looking to improve and go into the new age of college football. We appreciate the past. At this point, we recognize that we are not bringing in the money that's needed for this large sport that is provided. And we are behind in regards to wins and losses. And we need to be nationally relevant in regards to winning. So they need to come up with a plan for that. And I hope that at some point they have a sense of urgency about putting it out there, at least for the fans. That way coaches can know what's going on. Did want to get this comment. Well, y'all going in with these comments. I'm not mad at it.
We can't even get to the next segment.
We can't. It's so much. It's so much. Boom. After this, all right, Scott says next head coach has to be a defensive coach, no OCs. When was the last time we had a defensive
coach? Reggie Herring?
But he wasn't
really think. Yeah, well, temporarily, but I can't really think.
No, I think you go hire a defensive coach. I think that's the route you go. Look what Texas A&M did. Mike Elko is a defensive coach.
This is true. So this is the thing. If we know, just like the NFL, college football is a passing league. This is all about entertainment value, scoring a lot of points, etc. If that's the case, you need to find somebody who can stop these people from scoring. Find you a legitimate offense. I'm not saying you can't have a top-tier defensive coordinator, defensive coach as your head coach, and then try to keep Bob Petrino's offense. You can't have the best of both worlds. It just doesn't work that way. Like, even Tennessee scores a lot of points, but they get points scored on them as well. So it's very much a situation where it could happen. 501 Outdoors, thank you for tapping in on YouTube. Not yet, but you just heard the Hog News segment. It's a very much possibility that he could be up out of here. I'm going to get Eric's comment, then we're going to get into the next segment. Edgar Gregory says, you guys are right on needing a new AD. Do any of us trust our bot to get the hires right either?
I think there's a little bit more urgency, or at least I would hope. here's the thing, though, is Hunter Yurchek wasn't going to have a say in the next coaching hire. It was going to be the board of trustees and a search committee. So I think it's one of those that you rely on, I guess, those same. I mean, we're going to trust them to hire a head coach, and all these names were thrown out. You would hope that they would be able to hire an AD or get a search committee to do so. The thing with an AD, I believe, and it's kind of different because the AD is not going to come in expecting $8, $9, $10 million a year.
Correct.
So I think the athletic director has a different mentality. Obviously, your bottom line is still a big deal, which Arkansas is one of the most profitable athletic departments in the country. Mm-hmm. So it's one of those things that it's that part of it is enticing. No.
Oh, gotcha. All right, boom. Let me go back to this. We don't go ahead and move to the next segment. We're gonna definitely I'm gonna get all these comments because you guys are going in. Go ahead and prep that for me so we can go ahead and roll it.
Yeah, take a quick commercial break.
Let's do that.
Catch our breath.
Look, this is a hell of a show. You guys are going in with this comment section. I appreciate you guys so much. Now, as we continue going on for the night, also, if you have a small or large scale business and you would like your business to be advertised here on the show, please reach out to us via Facebook, Messenger, anything that you can. Try to get in contact with one of us. Just so way we can communicate with you and let you know what the reach looks like for the show, how many people actually watch this show live as well as the replays. You'll be amazed at the number. I was amazed at the number. It's outstanding, actually. But the more you know. There you go. A boy going in tonight. But yes, we are looking for another sponsor for the show. If you guys are interested or know someone, a friend or family member who has a business who would like to get more traffic, especially going to the holidays, makes sense. Let us know. We can go ahead and have you on here and have your ad on this show and feature it on every show every Sunday. And then let you guys know exactly what kind of reach we have to get people flowing to your website or to your business. So just an FYI on that. What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
You didn't? Okay. We're going to get into this. It's so many comments that I still got to get to. And we haven't even touched on basketball yet.
Hell of a game.
Hell of a game. Hell of a game. Hell of a game.
The incoming freshmen, the freshmen on the team did what we thought they would do.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there were some that posted on social media that they thought the offense ran better through DJ Wagner than Darius Acuff. I don't know if we watched the same game. But the stat sheet says what it says. Darius Acuff in 24 minutes had 17.4 rebounds. DJ Wagner in 23 minutes had 2 points and 1 rebound. So it's one of those that I think that Acuff and Wagner are just two different types of guards.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Acuff has just a motor that doesn't stop. And so times can look frantic. But at the same time, exactly. You said John Wall type. It was the same thing if we had a fully healthy Boogie Fland. It would have been similar, or looks wise. This team, there's a few times that Malik Thomas shot some threes, and I'm like, oh, pump the brakes a little bit. The fact is, he went 3 for 6 from 3, 18 points. We saw early on the Trevin Brazil that we have wanted to see for year after year after year. Yeah. And this team, I feel like, and I'm not going to go out and throw out predictions, but this team is going to be deadly.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it.
Real quick, sidelines Arkansas. Anybody familiar? Wait a minute.
Yeah, he's one of the moderators in our group.
Oh, there it is. just re-follow it on X. Hey, that's all. Just give it a shout out. That's all it
You
is.
and him joined at the same time.
Awesome. See, the more you know. You should put that on the screen. Anyhow, but look, looking at that game, Darius Acuff, the way he slashed from coast to coast, the proof's in the pudding. The way he slashed from coast to coast, was able to navigate through traffic, go straight to the rim with a powerful dunk. It amped up the team. The crowd was into it. I love that. I love our ability to, and make sure I say this properly.
I've got my finger on the button. I'm just
I know. I said the wrong thing. He gonna give me. So, fuck it. The way we was able to penetrate the paint, right, and then be effective there to where we draw guys in and was able to kick it out to the corner and let those guys shoot. Malik Thomas, impressive with the shooting. I like that. Billy Richmond, he took this step. He took a step. Hart, you mentioned that in Hog News a while back about how impressive they say he looked in the practices. He definitely looks like a complete player. Hey, Billy, stop it. Look, Billy, don't stop. Don't stop till you get it.
Except, hey, I will say on his dunks, you scare me a little bit because you end up in the floor sometimes. And then I think on that last one, you hit your hand on the rim. Like, just take it down a notch. Like, still go for the dunks, but don't be like breaking your hand on the rim. And we don't need that.
This team is going to be electric. It's going to be interesting to see what the first squad looks like, and then the players that come off the bench mixing with the starters. He got a nice nucleus of players. I can't lie. I like Pringle. I like what he was able to do. He looked impressive. The fact that we have paint presence now, and we have guys on the outside that now want to shoot the three, actually work at shooting the three, it's going to be a different looking squad. TB, he looked like he did when we seen the windmill dunks, running the floor. I think it's the damn haircut. He cut his hair. He got lighter. I don't know what the hell happened. He just looking off. But he looked real doggone good. Intensity on the defensive end, hitting the block, running the floor. Like these guys, Coach Cal got these guys in shape, and they look really good. Like I said, I know it's just an exhibition, but it looked very impressive in the exhibition. Hart, you got anything on it?
Yeah, I mean, I think Acuff is a much better finisher at the rim than Boogie was last year before he got hurt. So I think we'll have a lot more production in that area.
But making its rounds on social media.
Hey.
Acuff, or besides Acuff, Malik Thomas, he's definitely our shooter. I don't want to call him Devin Booker, but I feel like he's going to play somewhat that type of role of just being pure shooter. He's going to be told what not to shoot more, or don't take the unnecessary shots because you're going to get your shots. Is basically what Cal tells him. TB, I think he believes in his knee again. He's gotten the trust back in, and I think he's matured over the years. And like you said, he reminds me of when he first came here. He's got the jump. I don't know what you want to call it. He's got the bounce in his legs again. We got some bigs. I like Malik Ewing kind of being a little bit of a point center, bringing the ball up, hitting Brazil down low on a cut. So I think we're going to be more versatile this year. And honestly, I think I say the floor is Sweet 16. I know Cincinnati is not a great team, but I still think the floor is the Sweet 16.
They knocked off number 7 Michigan a couple nights before that. I'll say this is not having only running with 7 to 8 guys is going to go a long ways.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Got to stay healthy. Stay healthy.
But you've got 12 to 14 guys that can see the court at any point in a game versus 7 or 8.
Gotcha.
But yeah, there's basketball. Oh, we play Memphis tomorrow, 8 p.m. ESPNU in Memphis.
Seeing a lot of people say they were going to be able to go to the game. Mr. Reese said she was going to the game as well. Bobby got his own players and staff. We'll be fine.
Are we living on 15 years ago?
Thank you.
Because 8-4 and 9-3 in the ACC. I mean, what does that translate to in the SEC? Because that's what he did. It's 8-4, 9-3, 8-4, 9-3, 8-4, 2-8 in the ACC.
Not wrong here. Need a shirt that says "Rescued another loss from the jaws of victory."
I mean, hey, give me a few minutes and it might be up.
As much as I think KJ should play, I fear that he won't unless Taylor is hurt. This is where NIL sucks because the best player might not necessarily.
Well, and two, I mean, well, no, because he's a redshirt freshman this year.
Mhm.
So, I mean, at this point, if KJ is your future, you're not going to redshirt him. Whatever. I'm sorry, Taylor. Take your money, get healthy, prepare for the combine. Because honestly, you being on the field doesn't help your draft stock when you're throwing 3 picks.
I'm just with him. What frustrates me the most is I'm tired of seeing receivers run a curl route or something like that, and they're standing in the same spot for about 2 seconds waiting on a pass, wide open.
Yeah,
I'm so tired of it. And he's the main read.
And he's got to realize that defenses have figured out he's going to roll to his left.
Yes.
The little spin where he goes back 12 yards deep and gets sacked, is for the people who are new here, I think it was week 2? I think it was week 2 of the season, week 2 or week 1, and I broke down some plays. The exact same plays I talked about in week 2 and week 1 is the same plays they're doing this week. Every week is the same plays that they have success on. And at some point, if you really watch film as a defensive coach, you can figure out and you can bait Taylor to throw a pick your way. Go ahead, Adam. You want to say something?
No.
Okay. I do. Everybody's saying they want to hire Petrino, but we put up how many points in the second half? 3? How many did we put up against Memphis in the second half?
It's the same thing Coach Pittman did. It's the same.
And we also called timeout. Coming right out of a timeout or change of possession before we even hit the field, we called a timeout. Sorry to cut you off, but I mean, same stuff we claimed about with Sam. We had the same thing happen this game.
Different coach, same result. I said it the first week he got fired. The second week he got fired. I'm gonna say it again. And I'm not against anybody who wants.
Coach, same strokes.
There you go.
I think Bobby's going to end up being the most experienced head coach that we will possibly have to choose from when it comes down to it.
Let me ask y'all a question. It's something that we brought up before. Scenario, make-believe scenario. Bob Petrino does not end up being the head coach at Arkansas. What happens when he goes to one of these openings that's currently available?
I said that like a week or so ago. Because my thing was, okay, you don't hire Bobby, whatever. Auburn fires Hugh Freeze. Do you want to look at Bobby Petrino on the other sideline when he's coaching Auburn?
And that's the thing.
Because it's going to be Auburn or Kentucky or Mississippi State. It's not going to be Florida or LSU or whatever else. But it'll be one of the others.
The caliber of player he can get in his system with the players that's already there, it's dangerous.
Oh, and, if y'all didn't know, Gus Malzahn, was at Calico County in Fort Smith earlier in the week. Don't read into it, people. He's from the area. People want to post this stuff like that he's interviewing here. He's from Greenwood.
Gotcha. Mr. Reese said, I think if they make Bobby the head coach, the powers that be need to get behind him and give him the money and the ability to go out and do what needs to be done for us to succeed.
He will definitely get more money than what Sam got. I mean, why would you invest in somebody that one, they have no experience, and you have a good feeling that it's not going to work out. And so it's you're putting money into a losing cause in that situation. And I feel like with a rebrand, if you will, there will at least be some more money coming in. But with Bobby, he's got some of the boosters that like him, but he'll have to convince the others to give up some.
Gotcha. Fair point on DC history about Bobby Petrino. Yep, no doubt about it. Will says PJ Flack or Ryan Silverfield.
Memphis or Minnesota? I would take Silverfield in that mix. Really? And it's nothing against PJ Fleck. And this is nothing against Drake Lindsay either. But there's nothing that has impressed me really about Drake Lindsay at Minnesota's quarterback, and he'd bring him with him. What?
Oh, I'm about to get to it. Go ahead. No, you good. Go ahead.
But no, I mean, I for some reason, I just would think in that instance, I'd rather give Ryan Silverfield a shot. Nothing against PJ Fleck by any means, but
Do you think that situation because Ryan is closer to Arkansas?
closer to Arkansas, knows the area, knows that they're recruiting grounds.
Yeah, gotcha. That makes sense. I can ride with that. What Justin with another? Yeah, he do this every week now. I remember we had Willie Nilly No Limit Robinson as DC in 2010-11, and we fired him because of the Cotton Bowl before the Cotton Bowl. Okay, just so we clear, Justin, me and you don't even know each other, but we communicated and we know that we know people. Me and my friends call him Willie Lay It Down Robinson. Yeah, either way it go, he was garbage. He was garbage as a defensive coordinator. Absolutely. Reggie Herring, Keith Burns, them the only two that I can really remember since I've been of age to really, really, really pay attention to who's there. Code Red, Keith Burns, and Reggie Herring. Those are the only two best.
Who was the defensive coordinator under Randy Shannon, or was it Randy Shannon?
The one that got fired?
Randy Shannon was Ash, and then who was it?
No, Chris Ash. He left for
he left for Ohio State, and then we replaced him with I can't think of his name. I can see his face, and he ran the triangle thing where he'd have two linemen and a linebacker kind of flowing. It was when we had what is his name? Smith or something. He kind of looks like Jason Statham a little bit.
Gotcha. Jay checking in. E. Johnson said, "What we see now is what we will get, with the exception of a better
Paul
offense."
Rhodes.
No, that ain't him. I don't think that's who it is.
Oh, we had Paul Rhodes under Brett Bielema.
Is that his name? I guess.
You got to look at his face. You said you can see.
Yeah.
His face.
Yeah.
Does Arkansas have the boosters willing to pay NIL up front to be competitive? I don't think we do. It's a great question. Thought process on that? I feel like no.
Oh, that's Paul Rhodes.
Gotcha. We found a way to get it done. Well, I wouldn't say that's not NIL. That's basketball. That's hiring the head coach. I don't know. I feel like we have the relationships. I don't know if we currently have someone that is ready to make that move. Oh, man. Looking at the game. Somebody got hurt. Go ahead.
Aaron Rodgers?
No. Why do you want Aaron Rodgers to get hurt? Because your quarterback hurt? Is that what you want? Why are you?
Huh?
You don't have to be like this. You know this, right, Adam? You do know this, right? You don't have to be. You don't have
It's better for everybody that I'm like this, though.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know how boring your life would be if I was just
I'm
ho-humming it along?
You was humming it.
Ho-humming it.
Oh,
oh boy.
We can't afford the other coaches. Gotcha.
Is that why we're so adamant on Bobby Petrino then? Because we got a lot of Bobby Petrino fans in here.
Yeah.
Is it just because we can't afford anybody, or can you give a legitimate reason of why? That has nothing to do with 15 years ago. I would like somebody to give their reasoning for why that doesn't have to do with 15 years ago, or that we can't afford somebody, or if that is the reason, just say it.
Yeah. Gotcha. Will, basically what we are saying here in Arkansas is screwed, right? Right.
We don't have a collective.
Right.
We don't even have a name on the stadium. Right. Yeah, they're still saying Don W. Reynolds, but we don't have a buyer for that. We're soon to not have an athletic director. I mean,
we're in trouble.
We're in trouble.
We need to sign an executive order and get somebody in place.
Unless they want to let Cal be the athletic director too. Let him go recruit a coach.
Fuck it. He got connections.
I mean, he meets these athletes that are looking at other sports. He goes and meets with them. He's done it for baseball.
This is true. Checking us out from Glenwood. Man, y'all tapping in for everywhere. Y'all make sure to hit that like button. Y'all watching us tonight. Y'all still locked in. And we still got more to come before we get up out of here. Matt, when is Honey Your Chick leaving or being terminated before or after December? I think
Should be coming in the next week.
As early as
possibly
within the next week, if it's going to come to true, and it's from somebody that I trust very, it's one of my main people, so I think it's going to happen.
Gotcha. So Cody said it's not Bobby, it's the players not executing. He's calling the plays, they're not executing the plays. That means you got.
I mean, he's not wrong, but
Right.
I mean, it's
At this
we're
point, I'm
just
pretty sure I can put together a better defense than what we had all season. Hey man, anything has happened. Any talk about the Georgia Tech coach? Hey man, I was downtown this weekend. Yeah, it was lit at Tech.
It's one of those things, though. It's like, why, okay, Georgia Tech's number, what did I say earlier? 8?
8.
What would entice them to come here other than money? Because you can get to the playoffs now without coming to the SEC. You can get to the championship without coming through the SEC.
Right.
So, the likes of like even Rhett Lashley and some of these others, it's like you have to actually give them good offers to come here, because no longer do you have to be in the SEC to get to the national championship. Honestly,
Joe Brady. Go ahead.
No, I mean, we talked last week on, NFL defensive coordinators are a different story than college coordinators, I feel like. Right. I don't want a coordinator that's just been a coordinator in college. NFL, I feel like, is a different story.
Gotcha.
Which could
Willie
work.
Robinson. Good. That's what he brought the last time. Willie was from St. Louis Rams.
Oh, John Gruden at the grocery store early with a red shirt on. Is he coming? Oh man, that's a good one. That's a good one. How strength and conditioning coach and $100-year check needs to be gone. Hey man. Shout out Tavion Wallace for being proud with 21 miles per hour, 10 missed tackles. Hey man. Anything is possible. That's what Kevin Garnett said. Mm-hmm. Anyone know the powers that be and want to spend it on a coach? How much they want to spend on a coach?
Right. Lashley was rumored to possibly be offered $8 to $9 million. He wanted 10, but wasn't ready to come here. So $8 to $9 million is what they were willing to throw at Rhett Lashley. $8 to $9 million plus however much for his staff.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that came from a booster from SMU that I know, and my source knows. And so some people didn't want to believe it when we said he pulled his name out of the hat or out of the drawing, and kind of want to snicker about it. But like you like to say, the proof's in the pudding, and we tend to be right usually, more times than not.
Yeah, that's why you trust Hog HQ. Hammer that hell no.
No more catchphrases.
We done. We done with it. Anything that I'm missing, anything you guys want to tap into, I just want to make sure I get everybody.
I mean, there's really no point in going through the bullshit game. 3 points in the second half. You were up double digits at halftime. You were almost outscored by their kicker. It's just a number of things yesterday that all in all. And here's the thing too, and I'm going to say this for all teams in general, because I get like superstitions and whatnot. Just because you played good wearing a certain uniform style one game doesn't mean you have to wear that same uniform style, the red on red, the next game and expect those same results.
I thought that was just me who noticed that.
Nope. That was all because they were like, oh shit, we played good against A&M.
Right.
Let's do it again. And no, don't do that. Don't do it anymore, please. Yeah. And also, if you're going to wear the red pants, take off the white fucking stripes on there, because it just doesn't look good.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look good. Hart, is there anything that we're missing before we get up out of here, sir?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, just it was a bad turn. I don't think the team's let go of the rope yet, because we were giving up field goals, not touchdowns. So we'll see, but I don't think they've given up yet.
Does it matter? How many more games? How many more games with the games that's left on the roster, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Does Bobby have to win out for this to be a reality?
For him to be a coach, or what do you mean?
Because I'm like, he lost it. So I'm like, whatever is left on the
that was more of addressing. I kept getting asked that question. People were posting it and sending me messages asking that question. So I kind of wanted to address it publicly. I answered it in the group, but I wanted to address it again because I've just been getting a lot of those questions lately.
Gotcha.
Since the game.
So did you just answer it? He answered it. Gotcha. We're talking about coaches, but we have any
there are a lot of comments.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just trying.
Who was the front runner at this moment? I had to skip through and get to the people that just now commented. Yeah,
I was just looking for the comment that I'd seen earlier that somebody said I was out of pocket for the Kim Kardashian comment.
Oh, I missed that. Gotcha. Well, see, once again, the hat is working. Somebody asked earlier why he's wearing the hat and he keeps it on in here because we different over here. We just, we vibe how we vibe. Who the front runner is at this point, Hart? You got any insight on that?
At this point, I wouldn't really have any names. I mean, we've got a lot to go through. I mean, we got a whole nother month. I mean, the last game of the season against Missouri is on the 29th of November. So December-ish is when we're going to start really seeing the dominoes start falling.
He does not have to win out, I don't think. So
at this point, I don't think he has to win a game. He could end up being just
by
best,
default.
By default, by the best experienced option out there.
They could look at it like, hey, there's all these openings. Let's go ahead and pull the interim tag. On paper, Arkansas is more stable than these other places, so they can go get. They in their heads, this is how it works, but it doesn't work like that.
So you mean to tell me we going to the prom with our cousin? Because nobody wants to go to the prom with us.
With our uncle's Harley.
Yeah, we asked all the pretty girls. They told us no. And then we end up saying, well, I'm just going to go with my cousin. I'm going with my friends. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have no swag. You have no game. May have been out of pocket. Look, with that being said, man, we're going to get up out of here. We're running long. You guys have been amazing. Once again, if you're new here, we appreciate you for tapping in with us. Make sure to go check out Facebook. It is Hog HQ. Please send a request so we can approve you to put you in the group. Very much more conversation like this and others going on in the group every day. As well as if you are new here and you like this material, you like this content, please make sure to subscribe, like and hit the notification bell so when we go live, as well as share this to somebody that you that likes Razorback content and would enjoy this type of content that we provide. Other than that, guys, we get ready to get out of here. It's so many more comments I really want to get to, and y'all just gonna keep hitting the comments as I get ready to close because, yeah, we're down enough now.
We really appreciate y'all.
No, for sure. And yeah, y'all definitely did y'all thing. Trey said, good night, gentlemen. Back to work in the morning. Absolutely. We're going to hit it and do it well next week. Other than that, we are out of here. We appreciate you guys. Tap in, hit the like button on your way out. We'll check out in the next one.
I was just going to show something right quick.
Oh.
Why am I like this? I know. I was just going to, if it would load. Hey, how are y'all doing? Shirt's probably going to go up here shortly. Somebody asked in the comments to put it up. So if y'all check the website here in the next like 5-ish minutes, I got to go pick out some colors on what shirts to throw it on.
Put the link on the screen so they know.
That's what I was looking for. There's too many. There we go.
There you go. So if you want the shirt, yeah.
Because it'll probably get pulled down by tomorrow.
No, for real.
Like, I'm not joking. I've had 7 shirts removed in the last like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, but you get it before they see it, and then
there we go.
Yeah, it'll get sent to you.
Peace.
All right, with that said, man, we are out of here. We appreciate everything you guys do for supporting us. We appreciate everything you guys do. Appreciate you two on the screen. Let's get it done. Let's find a coach, athletic director. Get your ass up out of here. LeBron James. Get him to be the athletic director. We go.